We all know that there is some evil power that don't want us to make a relationship with God and having eternal life with Jesus. Today, I'm going to share with you a few Bible verses that tell us about the true way of heaven. John 14:6. Jesus answered, "I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Jesus declares himself as the sole path to God, embodying the ultimate truth and the source of eternal life. When he says, "I am the way," he emphasizes that salvation and relationship with God are only accessible through him. The truth indicates that Jesus reveals the true nature of God and reality, contrasting with falsehoods. The life points to Jesus as the giver of spiritual and eternal life. The statement, "No one comes to the Father except through me," stresses exclusivity. Jesus is the only means of reconciliation with God, highlighting the central role of faith in him for salvation. This verse reinforces the foundational Christian belief in Jesus as the mediator between humanity and God. Matthew 7:13-14. Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate, and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. Jesus contrasts two paths, one wide and easy, leading to destruction, and the other narrow and difficult, leading to life. The wide path represents the choices and behaviors that might be tempting or popular but ultimately lead to spiritual ruin. The narrow path, though harder and less traveled, leads to eternal life and requires discipline, faith, and commitment to God's will. This verse calls for intentional decision-making in following Christ, emphasizing that the right path is not always the easiest or most widely accepted, but it leads to true fulfillment and salvation. John 10:9. I am the gate. Whoever enters through me will be saved. They will come in and go out and find pasture. Jesus refers to himself as the gate, symbolizing that he is the only way to salvation. By entering through him, people find safety, protection, and spiritual nourishment. The phrase, "come in and go out," suggests freedom and security in the relationship with Christ, as he provides a safe path for those who follow him. Find pasture represents a place of peace, provision, and spiritual fulfillment. Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Jesus invites those who are weary and burdened, those overwhelmed by life's struggles and pressures, to come to him for rest. He offers a sense of peace and relief that the world cannot provide. The yoke refers to a metaphorical teaching or way of living. Jesus calls people to adopt his way of life, which is characterized by gentleness and humility. Unlike the heavy, oppressive demands of the law or the burdens of the world, his yoke is easy, and his burden light, offering not only rest, but a way to live in alignment with his loving nature. Essentially, this passage highlights the freedom and peace found in following Jesus. Thank you for watching.